Hello guys, welcome back to another tutorial. Today we'll be making this beautiful two-piece set, and I'll be making use of this multicolored yarn by Papatia Batik Cotton Blend. So if you have a multicolored yarn, you can as well use the yarn to make this beautiful two-piece set. So to start, I'll be making a size small to medium and a 3.5 mm hook. Chain 38 inches. Stretch it up to 38 inches. Skip the first 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, and DC in the 5th. Chain 1. So this represents 1 DC and chain 1. Skip the next 1 DC in the next chain, chain 1, skip 1 chain, chain 1, and DC, chain 1, skip 1, chain 1, skip 1, and DC in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, and DC in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, DC in the next. Repeat this pattern for round 1. To end round 1, slip stitch. Make sure your round is not, your project is not twisted. So slip stitch on top of the DC, the first DC. For round 2, chain 4, and in the same chain 1 space, DC, chain 1, DC in the chain 1 space, chain 1, DC in chain 1 space. So continue to chain 1 and DC inside chain 1 spaces. To end round 2, chain 1 and slip stitch in your chain 1 space, the beginning chain 1 space. So repeat round 2 for the next 4 rounds to make it 6 rounds. End round 6 with a slip stitch. So chain 1, and in this last chain 1 space, DC, chain 1, and slip stitch to end round 6. Chain 1, cut. So you reposition your project. Round 7 is where you start your slits, and to do that, make sure you mark where you want your slits to appear. I think I prefer this side. I prefer this. So I'm going to count from here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the chain 1 space between 10 and 11, that's where I'm going to place my stitch marker. So this is the point where I'll start my slit. Okay, so now I'm going to leave this space open, like I'm going to leave it open. I'm not going to do anything here. So I'm going to start working from the next chain 1 space, chain 4, then move on to the next space and DC, chain 1 and DC, chain 1 and DC. It's still the same pattern, so keep repeating chain 1 and DC till we get to this point. I've gotten to the end of round 7, so leave this space open. That's why our stitch marker is placed in it. So we are not working any DCs, just turn your work, chain and chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the same space, DC. So now we have 2 DCs in one space. Chain 1 and 1 DC in the next chain 3 spaces. So this is the first DC. Move on to the next. Chain 1, move on to the next. So now we have 3 DCs, single DCs. Chain 1 again. In the next space, you make double DCs. So DC, chain 1 and DC in the same space, so as to increase the number of stitches. So you can see this is double DC, 1 DC, chain 1, 1 DC, then single DCs in the next 3 stitches, in the next 3 spaces rather, 1, 2, 3, followed by 2 DC in this space. So we are going to keep making 1 DC in the next 3 spaces and followed by 2 DC. But remember to always space it with chain 1. Chain 1, 1 DC in the next 3 stitches. So 1 DC, chain 1, 1 DC, chain 1, 1 DC, followed by 1 DC, chain 1, 1 DC in the same space. So end round 8, I have 2 DCs here, so I'm going to make 3 more single DC. So you can see I have 2 spaces left, so you don't have to worry, just make another 1 single DC and end with 2 DCs. Because if you are starting with 2 DCs, you have to also end it with 2 DC. That's why we are making 2 DCs here and not here. So that's the end of row 8. For row 9, chain 4 in the same space, DC. So now we keep making 2 DCs in anywhere we see an increase. So anywhere you see an increase, you make 2 DCs. Anywhere you see an increase, you make this 2 DCs. But for this chain 1 space, for single DCs, you only make 1 DCs inside the spaces. So here we have 2 DC. We are going to make 2 DC just like I did, and chain 1, make 1 DC until you get to the next increase. This is our next increase. You make DC, chain 1 and DC. So continue making 1 DC till you get to the next increase. The next increase, DC, chain 1 and DC. For the last space in round 9, DC, make an increase, DC, chain 1. So row 10 is where we start making treble stitch. To do that, chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then yarn over twice to make it 3 loops on your crochet hook. And in this space, the first space, you make your treble. Yarn over to make it 6 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To make it 5 loops on your hook. Reduce from 5 to 3. Yarn over again to make it 4 loops and reduce from 4 to 2. Yarn over again to make it 3 loops and reduce from 3 to 1. Start making your first increase, chain 1, and make treble, 1 treble in the next 3 stitches. So yarn over to make it for 5 loops on your hook. Reduce from 5 to 3, yarn over again, and reduce from 4 to 2, yarn over, and reduce from 3 to 1. Chain 1, treble in the next 2 spaces. So now we have an increase here and 3 single trebles. Chain 1, make another increase. Treble, remember, we've stopped making DCs. Now we are making trebles. For the rest of the remaining rows, it's going to be trebles and not DCs. Chain 1, make another treble in the same chain 1 space. So we have an increase here and single trebles in 3 spaces, followed by treble. So we are going to keep making 1 treble in 3 spaces, followed by 2 trebles in 1 space. I ended round 10 with 1 treble, chain 1, 1 treble. So for round 11, chain 6, treble in the same space, chain 1, treble in the next spaces until you get to an increase. Then you make 2 trebles. For round 12, chain 6, DC in the same space, chain 1 and treble in, and make only 1 treble in each space, in each chain 1 space. No increase this time around. Just keep making 1 treble in each of the spaces. Only 1 treble all round. I'm at the end of round 12. So for round 13 to 18, keep repeating round 12. So I'm done with the body of the skirt. I have 16 rounds already. Now moving on to the upper parts of the skirt, and to do that, to close up this space with a single crochet, and I'm going to weave in the ends like so. For the upper part of the skirt, I'm going to start by making a slip knot and at the point where I weaved in my yarn, I'm going to insert my yarn and then start making 2D. In the first space, followed by 1 DC in the next, followed by 2 DC in the next, 1 DC in the next. So I'll keep making 1 DC and 2 DCs. To end the first round of the upper parts, which is like the band, I'm going to do my last stitch, which is 2 DC, then slip stitch on top of the first DC. And for the next round, chain 1, DC in the same space, in the same stitch, and DC in the next stitches, 1 DC in each of the stitches for the rest of second round. make 1 dc only. End the second round, slip stitch on top of the first dc, chain 1 and cut. Moving on to the slit design. To do that, I'm going to introduce this blue yarn, like aqua blue. Start working 9 dcs in these spaces. So that's the first dc. I'm going to make 8 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So work 9 dcs in each spaces. Nine dcs in the last space. Chain 1 and cut off your yarn. So you have this ruffle design going on here around the slits. Now make a chain of 300. Take your darning needle and insert your rope made of 300 chains, like so. Readjust your skirts and look for the center. Then pass your darning needle through the DC stitches here. So I like to pass it through 2 DCs. Make sure you still have extra rope left. So don't drag all the rope. Remove your darning needle and adjust your rope. And see, this side is shorter than this. So extend the shorter rope. So it can be of the same length with the other. That's how to make the skirt design. To make the bralette, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 25. Skip the first chain, HDC in the next. Work HDCs in each of the stitches. For row 2, chain 1 and HDC in the stitches. 1 HDC in the stitches. From row 3 to row 5, repeat row 2. For row 6, chain 1 and 2 together, HDC decrease. So without completing these loops, without decreasing it, just move on to the next stitch and bring out another loop. Yarn over again to make it 6 loops on your crochet hook and reduce from 6 to 1. Make 1 DCs until you get to the last 2 stitches. For the last 2 stitches, 2 together, HDC decrease. So for row 7, chain 1, 2 together, decrease. Keep working 1 DCs till you get to the last 2 stitches where you make another 2 together decrease. Chain 1. So continue repeating this pattern. 2 together decrease from your right side and on your right side, and 2 together decrease on your left side till you have only 1 HDC left. So I only have 1 HDC left. Chain 1. Make another copy of this bralette.
So make your applique flower and attach it on the bra. For your applique flower, you'll be working with these two colors and 3.5 mm hook with a scissors. So go ahead and make a magic ring as seen, and insert your crochet hook, pull through a loop, then chain 1, and in the same ring or circle you work 6 single crochets. Then you adjust the ring to close it up, and you work slip stitch at the beginning stitch. So for the second round, chain 1, and in the same space you work 2 single crochets. So make 2 single crochets, work 2 single crochets in each of the stitches all round for round 2, and the total for round 2 will be 12 single crochets. So for the third round, which is where you will be changing color to aqua blue, chain 1, you can cut off the pink color now since we won't be making use of that anymore. So yarn over and work in the back loops. So chain 1 and make 8 chains. You work 8 chains and then you skip the first one, then single crochet in the remaining 7 chains, then slip stitch in the next and slip stitch in the next stitch as well. So you repeat the same thing. You chain 8, skip the first chain right there, and then you single crochet into the next 7 chains. One, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, you do that for 7 chains and then you slip stitch in the next 2 stitches. So go ahead and repeat that. Chain 8, skip the first stitch and then you single crochet in the remaining 7 chains, and then you slip stitch in the next 2 stitches of your round 2. Please note that you're working on the back stitch this time around. So you're working your tentacles, I think tentacles, that's what I'll call it, on the back loop. So you just repeat that for all the rounds. So for round 4, slip stitch in the next 2 stitches, Then work half double crochets, 2 half double crochets, 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Then 1 double crochet in the next stitch, then 2 double crochets in the next stitch. You can see that we are working on the tentacles this time around. Then in the next stitch you work that should be at the apex, 3 double crochets. In the same stitch you work 3 double crochets. In the next you work 2 double crochets. This time around you are turning around the tentacles, so work 2 double crochets, and another 2 double crochets in the next stitch. One double crochet in the next, then half double crochet in the next, 1 half double crochet, repeat 1 half double crochet in the next stitch again. So you have 2 stitches left. You work 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then you slip stitch in the next 2 stitches before starting another round. So you just repeat round 4, the starting of round 4 for the next tentacle. So that's how you keep working your pattern for all the tentacles. It's the same thing you're doing this time around. Just keep repeating the pattern where you started round 4 and where you ended it. That's how you repeat it for all the remaining tentacles, or all the remaining petals, instead of calling it tentacles. So for all the remaining petals, I'm so sorry. So I'm working double crochets now, 2 double crochets, then in the next stitch I'll be working 1 double crochet. In the next stitch I'll be working half double crochet, then repeat half double crochet in the next, and then in the next 2 stitches I'll be working 1 single crochet. So I'll end it with 1 slip stitch in the next 2 stitches, and start repeating the pattern again for the remaining petals. So just keep doing this, and when you're done with all the petals, you slip stitch So I'm at the end of the last petal, so just chain 1 and change your color to pink, which I did now. So change your color to pink and work the last round, which is round 5. Just work 1 single crochets all around the petals, 1 single crochets all the way round. So the only thing you would need to change is, or you would need to add is, when you get to the end of a petal, you slip stitch before working round the next petal. So just slip stitch and continue with 1 single crochet, so that place will give a deep give a deep look, and then just continue with your single crochets all around. So that's that about this flower applique. It's pretty easy and simple to make. So in the last petal, slip stitch, chain 1 and cut off your yarn. So go ahead and weave in your ends to make your applique flower neat. Then you can proceed to attaching it on your project. So attach your appliques on your bralette using needle and a matching thread. You can see that I'm using yellow thread this time around. So attach it firmly, and you do the same thing for the other bralette, for the other bra cup. Make sure the ends are firmly attached as well, so it doesn't come off when you put it on. This way it stays firmly on your bralette. If you don't want to use this needle and thread method, you can use your glue gun to tack it. So just repeat the same process and attach the applique flower on both bra cups to give your bralette. So we've come to the end of this tutorial, guys. If you've watched this far and you haven't subscribed, please do well to subscribe to my channel for more tutorials like this. Don't forget to like, comment. If you have any questions, I will definitely reply. So I'll see you in my next video, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.